So what's really important at Phytotherapy by the milligram is for us to produce and grow as many of the beneficial plants that we can ourselves. And to that aim, one of the things that we've been doing is developing more and more efficient ecological systems for us to grow commercially. And this is one of them. So effectively, this plant is now submersed in its own cloud form. So we have 2 micron droplet water here. So the water is actually dry to the touch, but it's 100% moisture for the plant. So we feed all the nutrients in through the system. So everything, the root system, the leaves, the whole plant is immersed continually in this low cloud form which we produce. It uses about 10% of the water system of a traditional commercial greenhouse. So we're actually having a very low impact in terms of the environment and in terms of actually the maintenance of the greenhouses, because we're not filling the building full of water, we're actually only providing water directly to the plant. One of the things that's essential to Phytotherapy by the milligram is for us to understand the very compounds that are in each one of the whole plant totems that we produce. One of the essential tools that we use is analysis. So this is XRF analysis, which stands for X-ray fluorescence analysis. This allows us to actually measure every one of the elements that's within the plant. So it's a fascinating part of science that we work with. And it allows me to see something that I'm particularly passionate about, which is called intermetallic relationships. What I'm looking for there is I'm looking for trace elements of some really important rare metals that are found in nature that are incredibly beneficial to us as a species from the healing point of view. So what we're looking at today is lotus root. So this is lotus root. So one of the things I want to do is I want to measure what the potassium, the calcium, I want to measure what are the beneficials in there from a compound point of view. But I also importantly want to know, because this has been imported, whether or not we've got any issues with pesticides or herbicides. So it's a great way for us to use it for QA and QC. So that's XRF and we use it an awful lot. Phytotherapy by the milligram is formulated in-house. Everything we do is in-house, and there's an awful lot of passion that goes into what we do. I'm working on a new totem today. This totem is all about the lotus. Why lotus? It's actually one of the best antioxidants that's out there. And the key area for this particular totem is Alzheimer's. The antioxidants that occur naturally within the lotus actually stop and block an enzyme being created in the body that is the cause of Alzheimer's. So by us preventing that enzyme from forming by using natural plants such as lotus, we can actually prevent or certainly diminish Alzheimer's. First and foremost, we have to create the totem. This leaf gets milled down to this totem. We do the same with the root, and we do the same with the nut. One of the reasons we do this is because as we're blending these products together and getting the precise measurements of each one because of the beneficials that are there, we have to make sure that the grain size is the same. And one of the ways to check for that outside of the laboratory is just by using a stereoscope. So I can just look at the grain size and we can actually measure the grain size through the lens. In modern environments, we have free radicals everywhere, and the body stores free radicals to the point that we get to oxidative stress. That's where you get cell damage, and that's where many diseases come from. So you can take a totem of the lotus just for things like influenza, just for your everyday general well-being. So almost like a broad spectrum antibiotic. So the lotus totem today is all about health and well-being, but specifically for us to stop and prevent the storage of free radicals within the body, and to reduce blood pressure, start to put a blocker on these enzymes that are very things that are causing some of the most progressive diseases that we've got in modern society. So I'll go back to making totems, and this is how we do it, folks.